And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Green 18, hey, 88. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Say, who draw portrait?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Minshew throwing on third down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You ready? First and goal. Christian, Travis.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes Grant on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. It's caught by Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Packers. 319. All right. All right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Check. Fresno. 6-6, bullet high. Go.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pick the edge. Go. Protein spill.
Running with Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Go to 50 plants.
Second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All day, punt.
On second and 9, Minshew. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete to Dante Pettis.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Three down.
On 3rd down, Grant. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready? Right. Mike 50. Let's go one more. Let's go. Ready?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That one complete. Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Bravo. Mike 50. Go. Rush in.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. As he spot drop.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come with...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Go! Hey, Charlie!
On 2nd and 15 now. Minshew. And Josh Hill has it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready.
Mike 58, right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, it's Grant, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He completes it to Bryant. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go back to Grant. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check it back, check it back.
Minshew, 1st and 10, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, 54 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. Check three. Check three. Check three. Out. Check.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going deep here for Bryant. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Minshew. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on an attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. A 1st down carry by Elliott. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. Come out. 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Elliott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Grant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Grant. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Myers. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. This is Grant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop.
Right there. So we got man.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was